My dear Sagittarius, this gentle message is arriving for you today like a vast sky after a long journey, open, quiet, and filled with unspoken promise. It knows where your spirit has felt restless, where your optimism has been stretched thin, and where your heart has quietly questioned whether it is truly allowed to hope again. As you step into the early half of January 2026, the universe invites you into a phase of renewal that is not about rushing forward, but about rediscovering meaning, direction, and trust in your own path. In the first days of January, you may notice a subtle but important shift within you. Your perspective begins to change. What once felt heavy starts to feel temporary. What once felt like a dead end begins to look more like a pause. You may not have all the answers yet, but something inside you starts whispering, there is more ahead. This is your spirit remembering its natural rhythm. You are not meant to stay confined, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. Emotionally, early January brings release through understanding. You may reflect on the past year and realize that certain disappointments were not failures, but necessary detours. Something you once pushed for may now feel complete. Something you once clung to may quietly loosen its grip. There is a soft acceptance settling into your heart, not resignation, but wisdom. You are learning the difference between forcing a path and trusting the journey. In love and relationships, early January carries themes of honesty, freedom, and emotional maturity. If you are single, a connection may appear through shared beliefs, values, or meaningful conversation. This person does not try to restrict your world. They respect your independence and your need for growth. There is space here, space to speak freely, space to dream, space to be yourself. Attraction grows through openness and mutual respect rather than intensity. If you are in a relationship, this period encourages realignment rather than escape. You and your partner may discuss future direction, personal freedom, or shared values. A conversation that once felt risky may now feel relieving. You may realize that true closeness does not come from limitation, but from trust. Family dynamics also shift in subtle ways. An expectation that once felt heavy may loosen. You may feel less obligated to explain yourself or defend your choices. This creates emotional relief and a quiet sense of inner authority. In work and career, early January reawakens your sense of vision. You may feel inspired to think beyond immediate tasks and reconnect with the purpose behind what you do. A long-term goal may resurface, not as pressure, but as possibility. An idea you once dismissed may now feel worth revisiting with a more grounded approach. You may experience renewed motivation after a period of uncertainty, clarity about where you want to grow, an opportunity involving learning, teaching, writing, or sharing knowledge, or a desire to expand your skills in a meaningful way. This is not about reckless expansion. It is about conscious growth that aligns with who you are becoming. Financially, early January brings perspective rather than urgency. A worry may ease once you stop focusing on short-term fear and look at the broader flow of your life. A decision becomes clearer when you align it with your values instead of external pressure. This period supports steady planning and long-term thinking rather than quick fixes. Your physical and emotional energy begin to lift gradually. Your body may crave movement, fresh air, or a change in scenery, even small ones. Your spirit may long for inspiration, books, study, travel planning, or conversations that expand your thinking. When your environment changes slightly, your energy follows. This is your inner fire reigniting, not explosively, but steadily. The universe offers you 3 guiding messages now. First, trust the bigger picture. Even if the path is not fully visible yet, you are moving in the right direction. Not everything needs to be decided at once. Second, release what limits your spirit. Old beliefs, outdated expectations, or unnecessary guilt are ready to fall away. Freedom begins where honesty lives. Third, follow what inspires you consistently. Your curiosity and enthusiasm are not distractions, they are signals guiding you forward. Your guides and unseen supporters are especially close during this time. You may feel them through renewed optimism, sudden clarity, or moments when life feels meaningful again without explanation. A quiet inner reassurance may arise, reminding you that you are supported even when the future is still unfolding. During this period, choose expansion over fear. Choose truth over comfort. Choose paths that allow your spirit to breathe and explore. Choose growth that feels aligned, not exhausting. My dear Sagittarius, you are entering a chapter of renewed faith, widened horizons, and thoughtful forward movement. Your vision is expanding again. Your confidence is returning in a wiser form. Your path is opening, not all at once, but step by step, with purpose. You do not need to rush. You do not need to have every answer. You only need to keep walking toward what feels honest, meaningful, and alive within you. May early January bring you clarity, inspiration, freedom, and deep trust in the journey ahead. You are guided. You are protected. You are deeply, deeply loved.